Now you are watching the YouTube channel of Academy of Business and Commerce. Hi my dear students, in this video I want to explain about the time value of the money. Basically, the time value of money speak about what is the value of money at a present date and what would be that value in the future date. So the time value of money is the most important concept in engineering economy. That means if you want to invest in certain sectors and what you will be get return after a certain time period, and all banks, all firms making use of investment of fund to get a return and to get maximum return in their future time. Investment are expected to earn a return. Everybody's are investing their savings and their available fund to get a expected and better return. The objective is that to get the return, everybody is that go for the investment. And money possess a time value. Every fund that have some time value. That means if you want to invest 100 rupees nowadays, then what you will get in the future. So that traveling time period is what? That is called time value. Suppose we are investing rupees 100 nowadays and we are getting 110 rupees after 1 year. That means value of that 1 year is 10 rupees. That means we got the return at the rate of 10%. So time value is 10% are in the present situations. Basically, the time value of money are utilized in many sectors to find out the future value and present value. If we are investing today, then what we will get tomorrow? That we should have to calculate by the concept of time value of money. Here, 4 sectors are given where you have to utilize the time value of money and you have to use this concept to take the decisions. So these 4 financial decisions are there. First one is your investment option comparison. When you are investing into a option, then how you will get comparize all the aspects of that options, and that should be utilized the concept of time value of money. Then the next one is best investment proposal selection. While you are selecting a investment proposal, then also you have to follow the concept of time value of money. Then the next is your determining interest rate. While you are determining the interest rate and what you are getting as a return and what is the value against that interest rate position of investment, that also you can take the decision which interest rate is favorable for your decisions. So, and then the last one is wages fixation. How much wages you have to pay, okay, to your service providers or to your workers or executives to carry out your business plan. That also be fixed by the time value of money. Under time value of money, there are 2 concepts. One is compounding and another is discounting. When present value is given and you want future value, so you have to follow the compounding process. For example, Mr. X deposited rupees 1 lakh on 2022. That means in present time Mr. X invested 1 lakh rupees, and what amount he will get in future. Suppose that future time period is 5 years. What he want to get after 5 years, that value we should calculate today by the process of compounding. Okay, and that value which will be determined for the future time after 5 years, that is called your future value. And the next example is your discounting. When future value is given and you have to calculate present value, that process is called discounting. For example, if you want to get rupees 10 lakh after 3 years, okay, want to get 10 lakh amount you want as a return after 3 years, that 10 lakh is your future value, that is given in the question. Okay, and now you have to determine that how much amount we have to invest today to get that 10 lakh after 3 years. So that process is called a discounting process. Under discounting process, you have to calculate what is the value of what? Today's investment. So that investment value which we want to determine in present date, that is called present value. Okay, in this way you will determine the present value and future value. Let us discuss the compounding process. Take an example. Here present value is given and we have to calculate future value. Mr. X invested rupees 1 lakh as a present value. That means Mr. X invested rupees 1 lakh today, and rate of interest is 11% per annum, and your time period is after 5 years. How much Mr. X will get after 5 years? That means you have to calculate what is the future value after 5 years. That you want to calculate by future value. Future value equal to present value into future value interest factor. So this future value interest factor is ultimately known as your compounding. Okay, so it is ultimately known as your compounding. So what is the formula? Then present value into, this can be, you can write that the future value in place of future value, that is 1 plus your interest to the power n. That means here future value is how much? Future value is, the present value is 1 lakh rupees. The total investment of present value is 1 lakh rupees, and into 1 plus, what is the interest rate? Interest rate is 11%. So you have to write the interest like this, 0.11 whole to the power, time period is 5 years. So you have to take like this. Then you have to take the present value of 1 lakh and find out these things through the calculator. Okay, so I will show you this calculation through the calculator. So here this portion is very important thing to you understand how to calculate. So because it is a power item, so we have to calculate these things through the calculator. So it is very simple to calculate in the calculator. So here 1 plus 0 1 1, so the total figure is 1 plus 1 is 1.11 whole to the power 5. Okay, so how to calculate this portion in this way, okay, in the calculator, so that we will understand here. So present value is 1 lakh, and what is the value of this future value interest factor? Future value interest factor which is given here, that should be calculated by this. How to calculator? So in calculator, first you have to click clear, then you have to press 1.11. This is 1.11, that means 1 plus 11%. Okay, so then press into button 2 times, 1 2. Okay, then you have to press equal to button. This is second year interest factor. This is second year interest factor, and first year interest factor is 1.11. This is the first year interest factor, and the second year interest factor is this, because we have pressed 2 times the into button. So this is second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year. So what is the figure? This figure is 1.685. Then after 058, the next 3 digit is, after 685, the next 3 digit is 058. That means this is more than 5. So we have to take it as the round up figure, that is 1.686. So future value factor is 1.686. Okay, then multiply this figure. The 1 lakh into how much? 1.686. So your result is 1,68,600. You will get the future value after 5 years is this much. 1,68,600 is the future value. Then the next example is discounting process. Discounting process means here the future value is given and you have to calculate present value. Let us understand the calculation of present value through an example. Suppose there is a person, Mr. X, and Mr. X wants to get a return. Okay, Mr. X wants to get a return of rupees 10 lakh, where the interest rate is 8% per annum. Okay, the interest rate of return is 8% per annum, and the time which you want to take, that is 5 year. That means Mr. X wants a return of 10 lakh at the rate of 8% interest after 5 year. Then we have to calculate the present value. That means how much we want to invest today. Forget the 10 lakh return after 5 year at the rate of 8% interest. That we want to calculate here. So that is called a calculation of present value when future value and interest factor is given. Let us solve the problem. So in this question, future value 10 lakh that is given in the questions. Okay. So the formula of calculation of present value equal to future value into present value interest factor, and this present value interest factor is ultimately called as your discounting, and then you have to put the value of future value amount is already given in the question, that is your 10 lakh. Then, and present value interest factor formula is 1 divided by 1 plus I whole to the power n. So this is the formula of present value interest factor. Then 10 lakh, the value of future value which is given in the question, that into the value of this, that means 1 divided by 1 plus I, and I stands for what? How many percent? 0.08%. okay, that means 8%. 8% can be written as 0.08. So whole to the power, time is 5 year, and the total figure is 10 lakh into this present value factor, and this is the main important thing which you have to calculate through the calculator. So let us see what is the result of 1 divided by 1 plus 0.6. So this should be calculated through the calculator like this. First press on button, okay, and everything should be cleared. Then you have to press 1 divided by 1.08. 1.08. That means again I am repeating, 1 divided by 1.08. okay, so 1.08 is the figure. Okay, then you have to press equal to bottom and you get the first year present value factor, then second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year. So fifth year figure is 0.680583. that means you will take the round of figure 0.681. okay, so the present value will be 10 lakh into 0.681. so the total figure is 6,81,000. this is your present value. That means if you invest 6,81,000 today, then you get after 5 years the future value of amount 10 lakh. That is the answer. Thank you my dear student. I hope this video will help you for enhancing your ability and skill. Thank you. Thank you my dear student.